Good afternoon, y'all. So, okay, yeah, this is Toxic Positivity, Brittany J. So, had another download perspective dropped off in my head, had to drop it down on here. So, it's so crazy that yesterday, because yeah, yesterday was Sunday, my daughter was pressuring me to watch The Little Mermaid uh, with Holly, sorry. And she's seen it in the movies, so I didn't want to go see it. And it's not because of Haley. I love Haley. I think they did great casting. I loved the casting. But I really didn't resonate even as a kid with Little Mermaid. I really didn't like it. And I didn't like this one either. But it's not that I don't like none of the live action Disney. Not none of them. I don't like any of them. The only one I did like was Mulan. That's the only one I liked. Other than that, I didn't like any of the other ones. I did like the music, of course. But anyway, the fact like she was like, "Mommy, you have to watch it. Mommy, you have to watch it." I'm like, "All right, fine." I was barely watching it because it wasn't interesting to me. I just really didn't like it. But then Spirit just redirected me and gave me a message from the movie, and I'm like, "Damn." Was I running away from the message in A Little Mermaid? I probably was. And I'm sure there's probably more than one message. I just got this specific message. If I dive deep, I can probably find more messages. But this particular one just piggybacks on what I was talking about earlier, my previous video. So, um, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. So, in the movie, I have to look at my notes, guys. I have to look at my notes. I'm sorry, but my brain be all over the place. Okay, so in the movie, I'm like rapid fire this stuff because I'm like the way this shit is out here on this page, it looks crazy. All right, so Ariel wanted to go to the human world, right? And her dad was like, no, 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 humans are dangerous. Da da da. So what we were talking about earlier, like being protective of the body, but like not really her spirit, her emotions, her heart. You know what I mean? Like just going more in depth instead of just bossing her around and like just having a heart to heart on with her, letting her know why not to go instead of just like rah, rah, like yelling at her and whatever. So so she was still curious. She wanted to go. She was curious about the world. She wanted to be different. She wanted to be like everybody else. So she wanted to be a part of somebody else's world. So she gave away her power, her siren song, so she can be a part of this man's world. She met him for like a quick second, barely know anything about him. She just want to go be with him. Don't know nothing about him. Anyway, so I was like peeping how Sebastian, because I love Sebastian's songs in the movies. Like he had the best songs, and damn, my eyes always itching. Um, he was like telling her like, you got so much freedom down here, you got so much power in the water, like you don't have to do anything. He was like, you go up there, you gonna have to work, you gonna have to walk on your legs, you gonna have to work at a job, you gonna have to deal with people. And so I was like, yeah, I was like, Sebastian is making a lot of sense. So so she got what she wanted, right? She went to Ursula, gave up her song, not really thinking like this woman just tricked her. Like you have to get somebody to fall in love with you and kiss you, and you can't talk. How you gonna do that? She didn't care about all that. She was like, I just want to go and see this world, right? So she got what she wanted. She got up to the surface. She had to learn how to walk. She had to wear clothes. Then she's like looking at stuff. She don't know what it is. She looking crazy. All these people like, oh, this girl's crazy. But at the same time, she was curious. She had like a childlike view to everything. So she was very innocent, very pure. So, thank God nobody really took advantage of her in the situation. So that's where the story kind of gets whatever. But yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the notes, guys. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the notes. So the prince is enamored with her, even though she don't talk. Because he's like, I know what she sounds like. I don't know what she looks like. So he's like, okay, she's a new girl. he doesn't know if it's her or not. Or he definitely doesn't know it's her because she don't talk. Because he knows the girl's song, the way her voice sounds. So he's hanging out with her or whatever, but he's still like falling for her because she has like this, pure personality about her. Like she's curious. She's like working with him. Like he's trying to let her know stuff, and like she's receptive, and he's still like falling for her, which was kind of cool. Like, and that's something I always say, like people gotta go with, well, now I'm not gonna say people, this is my perspective, I ain't gonna say what people, but me, I'm not going off of what people say, I'm going off of what people do, because I was going off of what people say for way too long. So I have to watch both. I'm not just going off of what people say. I need to see the actions and the words match up. So then they started getting close and whatever. So then, Sebastian and the seagull and the little fish was helping them. So I'm like, that's like, spirit, the universe helping in that realm or whatever, to help them get closer to each other. And then, the haters came and knocked over the boat and then messed up the whole moment. So I got really lost in the movie after that. I really didn't pay attention. But long story short is she finally took her power back, got her voice back from Ursula, and, she was able to match those words, that voice, her siren song, with the fact that he loved her, the way she acted and the way she was and all that. So yeah, I was like, okay, that's pretty deep. I'm glad universe pointed that out to me. That was cool. But yeah, that just went to my thought of what I was talking about before, as far as like, being protective and, people knowing their value. Like she had more value and more power in her voice. Like that was her power. And then when she lost her power, she still had that inner power, naturally. So that was a benefit. But, you know, I just had that thought. Like that download came down to me. It's mostly because I really didn't resonate with the Little Mermaid, but then, my daughter made me watch it, and then I saw that part, and Spirit just put it on me to put that out there as a perspective. Like, to see it. Like I wouldn't have seen it. Like I told you, I was barely watching the movie. It was not interesting to me. I like the songs. That's about it. But I'm glad that I was able to get that download of that perspective. And if that can help somebody, I'm going to have a lot of those, because there's other movies that I already got downloads for on my own. Well, not on my own, but before I started this channel. So I will be putting those up. But that one just came in because like Spirit is just loading me up. And it's going to probably be rapid fire. Like I already have stuff loaded up, ready to go. I just have a schedule that I have to adhere to right now. So I can't make videos all day. I got to do it, specific times. So I had a little time. So I'm glad I got to do this video real quick. I hope this helps somebody. I hope somebody could look at Little Mermaid and see it differently. And if you have another perspective or another part in the movie that you want to share, that would be awesome. So I love you. Peace.